Hey everybody, this is Uncle Rose. Just reminding you to like, share, and subscribe to the Game of Gauntlet channel, even though it's run by Disney.
What's going on, my Game of Gauntlets? And we're at Comicpalooza 2026, and I have a special guest on my channel. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Hi, I'm super excited that you came by.
Yes,
thank you.
Too. No, thank you for doing this with me.
So I'm Rose Garcia, and I'm from the Houston area, and I write young adult fantasy, epic fantasy, portal fantasy, urban fantasy. So basically, if you want any kind of fantasy, I'm it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
My first question is, what got you into doing fantasy? What made you decide to, hey, I want to do books. I want to start making my stories.
Yeah, that's a good question because, you know, it's always been something that I've always wanted to do all my life. I was always a reader. I was always writing. I was always doodling stories. And I was also always really drawn to fantasy. So eventually one day, you know, the little dream that I had about writing finally materialized, and I finally did it. And then I've been writing ever since.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite books that you have written so far?
Oh gosh. I mean, come on. That's like, what's your favorite child? I don't have a favorite. However, I am going to say that I'm super proud of my most recent series, which is my Bloodlines Legacy series, and this is book 1, A Storm Rises.
Yes, okay.
And I just finished this series in February. I released book 3. So it's the one that I'm just super excited about right now because it's fresh and I love it, and I really love these characters.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So my next question I have for you is, why do you think audience are craving more fantasy stories right now? Because I know a lot of people is craving fantasy stories.
Yes. You know, the thing about fantasy is just escapism. And you can go into different worlds and experience different things. And everyone is really excited right now about dragons. Dragons are having a big moment in fantasy. This is also my dragon fantasy series. So, I mean, just the complete ability to do and live and experience a magical world in a world that right now is challenging.
Yes.
So it's just really good escapism.
You're right. It's definitely a great escape. It's just like with some people, they watch different animes, they watch different TV shows, or like how, you know, we play a lot of video games. It's to escape from reality from time to time. And so some people, they do, you know, we write books or we read books to escape from reality. It's a breath of fresh air. It really is.
Exactly.
All right. A lot of fantasy focus on war and darkness, but your story carries hope. Do you think modern storytelling has became too surreal?
Oh, you read my bio. Hope-filled fantasy. So my characters go through a lot, and there's a lot of political intrigue. There's a lot of warring happening between these families, but at the heart of it, it's about hope, and it's about getting through the tough times. And it's something that I've always, I guess you could say, like hung my hat on myself. You know, going through some tough times in my own life, in my childhood and growing up in a struggling family, there was always that hope, right, for better days. And so I have that. I have that in all of my books. I have that storyline of hope.
Now, my other question is, what really got you into writing? What was the day that you was like, hey, I know you said that you love reading and that's what you've been doing, but what was the time that made you say, this is what I want to do? I want to write.
That is, okay, that is such a good question. Yes, for people like me who've always wanted to write, there is something, right? Something that actually makes the writer do it. What was that thing? So for me, I've been writing for a long time. It was actually 9/11. It really forced me to reevaluate what I was doing with my life. And I'm a lawyer. And at that time, I was like, you know what? I really want to just jump on my dreams and do something with my dreams. And I did. And so it was the thing that kind of pushed me into finally doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I do have a question about your career, right? So you left your career in law to build fantasy world. What was the moment when you realized storytelling was your true path?
Gosh, what was the moment? I've always known. I mean, I've always had my nose buried in a book. I was always a dreamer. I was always obsessed with fantasy shows, books, movies, everything. So it's always just been a part of me.
Okay.
And I just never lost it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and then my last question I have for you is, your stories center family, romance, friendship, and magic. Which one emotionally hits you the hardest for your personality?
Family.
Family, okay.
Family, 100%. So, you know, the things that I love about my stories is my families that come together, either a family by blood, like a family unit, or found family. I really love found family, when you find your friends and your people and they become family to you. And so in my stories, you will always find a family meal, you know, the big family meal.
Everybody at the table.
Yes, you will always find the family lifting each other up, supporting each other through thick and thin. One of my very most favorite characters ever is Manny Vela. You see him in my Fae Bloodlines, and he goes all the way through to Bloodlines Legacy. And he is such a heart of the story, and he brings family, what family means, to all of my characters.
Okay.
And I love him, so I'm going to say family.
Family, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, before we head out, is there any tips and tricks for anybody who wants to step out like you did to do your dream and become an artist, you know, an author of writings, telling stories? What are the tips and tricks do you have for them?
Okay. I guess the biggest thing that I have is, if you want to become a writer, you need to read a lot. You need to write a lot. Even if you think it's not that great, and it never is when you first start. And even, you know, when I'm writing a first draft of something, it's never that great, but you got to keep doing it.
Yes.
And you got to get plugged into the writing community. I really like Writer's Digest.
Okay.
WritersDigest.com. If you go to that website, you will find a ton of information on writing, the craft of writing, the business of writing. You can even find networks within your community, like the Houston Writers Guild is really big. There's a lot of really good groups. You just have to find them because they're out there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. Once again, I want to say thank you so much for doing this for me.
Yeah, that's fun.
And y'all go give her a follow. Y'all see the amazing books that she has here. Y'all go pick a book up, all right? As always, my Gamer Gauntlets, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Thanks.
Next time on Gamer Gauntlet, like and subscribe.